Hey guys, we're back with the New York Millennial.
Hey, and we're going to talk about the results from yesterday. So, in Kentucky, we were both 100% right. I mean, we knew it was going to be really close, and it
It's
was.
really, really close.
It was very close. And honestly, like he said virtual tie before, but for this one, it literally like in every way because yeah, it was like she won like 0.5% more of the votes, but the delegates are identical. At least that's
Yeah,
what it looks like now. I don't know if that
yeah.
changes over anything, but
I mean, she might get one more than him because
mm,
she technically won the state,
yeah.
but like other than that, it's a virtual tie.
Yeah,
Um,
I think she'll probably get one more, but yeah.
yeah.
It
I
is
think
pretty much tie.
the only bad thing with this whole situation is now it's like, oh well, she won something in May. You know what I mean? It's more of a symbolic thing, kind of like Bernie winning in
Yeah,
Michigan was, but
I
like, wait,
definitely see that. Because I mean, either way, yeah, she did technically win. So I mean, it's not like going to be a swipe or anything from him now on that. Like pretty much ended it. But
like the headlines say, Hillary wins Kentucky. That's
yeah, it just gives her that opportunity to like just be shown as, oh, I won.
yep.
But so we go on to Oregon, and yes, I was
I was
wrong
right.
and you were right.
I was right. I
But
was
I'd
right.
like to just point out how crazily weird that is. Like the polls were saying, like basically
It's just
this
not.
result in the other direction. So I mean that's really awesome. So Bernie wins. He's going to get 9 more delegates. He won by like 12 more percent,
Hmm.
and that's pretty crazy. But I mean, even you, like, I don't know if you said it was going to be a big margin. It was supposed to be
I don't
close
think
to
I'm
even.
gonna say I didn't specify.
But
I think I just
still,
said he.
though, like you did
Yeah.
say he's going to win, so that's good.
Yeah.
It's just I feel like what my thought was, and I don't know if this is true or not, but maybe like since there were a ton of new registries, as you were saying, they
Mhm.
weren't really like talked to, and there was like they weren't included. So pretty much like they were almost like disregarded in like the samples that happened and stuff. So they just weren't accounted for, and that's really where all this
Mhm.
voting came from is those new people into the
I would
system.
agree with that. And also, it's one polling. Like polling's
I
gonna be awful all the
understand.
time, and it was small too. And if you look at the demographics, it clearly pointed towards Sanders. Like they're
Yeah.
more white and they're liberal. Like, they're gonna vote.
Mhm.
They, that's Sanders territory.
Yeah, no, I
So
mean, I definitely agree with that, but I didn't think it'd be that wrong. Because I mean, I feel like this year though, I mean, like of course I haven't followed it in the past, but it feels like this year the polls have been pretty wrong in most cases. Like, and so many, I think maybe it also has to do with Bernie, and there's a lot of like weird factors that play into him. But yeah,
I
this
think
one
if
is
you include
definitely
the bump theory when it applies, and
yeah.
then also sometimes occasionally they're like way off. But like
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like this is definitely like a lot of those things you said too. I feel like it just wasn't like it was just one poll. I feel like these regions like Kentucky and Oregon, like they just weren't really polled enough. Like it was
and
like pretty much one
I
poll.
think it's because they've never really mattered before. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they probably don't have things in place to really do all of the polling correctly.
Yeah,
So
because at this time, like Obama pretty much had it like sewn up and everything, and like, and obviously you could say, oh well, Hillary has it sewn up now, but like, it's still, he's still fighting. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, that's the thing too. I mean, even if he doesn't win, which I mean, like chances are he won't, but I mean, there's still like hope. I mean, like California has a lot of delegates, but I mean, either way, like he is fighting till the convention. So
Mhm.
like that's just something that usually doesn't happen. A lot of people usually like drop out or at least like really cut back on their campaign when he hasn't really given up. And
Yeah.
obviously, as you can see here, like even his supporters aren't giving up either because they're still coming out to vote. There's still new registries, and that's a pretty crazy sign when he beats. I know it's just one, but beats a poll by that much. I feel like that shows that he still could do that in California too, or really like any of the other ones. I mean, I'm not saying he will. It's just there's
I
definitely
agree. I
a
agree.
potential, as we
Yeah,
could see here.
something to look out for.
Definitely. But what I'd like to mention though is so we're probably not going to be talking about the Republican primaries because I mean
It's true.
Trump is gonna
Unless like
be
he dies or something.
exactly like we're only going to bring it up if it's something crazy news about it, like somebody I don't know what could be crazy news, but yes,
Yeah.
something like he dies or something crazy
Yeah.
happens with him. Other than that though, we're just going to be covering the Democrat race right now because there's no reason to cover the Republican one.
Yep.
Yeah, but those are the results. Good job, Nick, for getting it right. I'll try harder next time.
All right.
Okay,
See you guys next
see you
time.
guys.